Wow, it's probably pretty loud. So hopefully this is the right mic. All right, a stream of consciousness. What is my knee-jerk reaction to this Guilty Gear Strive? I'm too lazy to even get on camera. So if you want to hear me ramble about this game, the fact that the beta isn't even over and I'm not playing it, I think is a good sign of what I think of the game. You know, I was sick yesterday, so I didn't really play much, but I tried to give it a chance more today. Played it a little bit more, you know, and I was just like, dude, the game is worse than I thought it was going to be. I feel like, wow, dude, I was, you know, here's the thing too. People think that I'm talking shit when I say this, but it's just me being truthful, right? I don't mind the game being more simple, right? When people are like, oh, it's a simpler Guilty Gear, that's bad. That doesn't necessarily bother me, right? You know, because I like, not that Street Fighter is necessarily more simple than Guilty Gear, but maybe from an outside perspective, some people think that, right? I don't mind being games simple. I would rather, you know, I like playing games, right? I just want the game to be good. The only reason I do all these combo videos, I break all these games year after year, excuse me, is because I can. I just do combo video shit, all that kind of crazy shit because I can. I'd much rather play the game. So this game being simpler didn't necessarily bother me, but this game is just so dull. It's like it's like some kind of sleep medicine putting you to sleep or something, dude. It is so boring and dull. I'm so disappointed, dude. Like, a lot of things don't really make sense to me. I don't get and here, take this with a grain of salt too. I don't get the wall breaking shit. The wall breaking shit, you know, a lot of shit in the game, a lot of my fears about the game kind of are true, it seems. Like, I don't get the wall breaking shit, right? Like, the wall breaking stuff appears to be, take with a grain of salt that I can see, almost like a time limit, right? And there are certain moves that automatically break the wall, you know, like supers. Even Kai's super fireball breaks the wall automatically when you're in the corner, which is just ridiculous because they're not even juggled. You can even break the wall if you're not doing a combo. Like, I tested just run up, duck, little kick, run up, duck, little kick, not as a combo, and it also broke the wall. Like what the fuck is going on, right? Like, it appears that there's almost like a time limit, or like if the other dude is being comboed or pressured too much, the wall is gonna break. And it doesn't even matter if you start in the corner, right? Like, you can be doing a long mid-screen combo and then you get to the corner and then the wall is gonna be breaking super fast, right, dude? I don't get the mind game of it, or like the meta, whatever you want to call it, because obviously you can kind of stop the wall from breaking one hit earlier and you can let the guy fall down, whatever. But the thing is, if you let the guy fall down and then you go for your mix up to open up the guy, the dude still counts as being pressured, so the wall is going to break before you can do a full combo. Who the fuck thought of that, dude? That's why I even tried, dude, just doing like a rapid duck little kick run, duck little kick, not even as a combo, and it would break the wall. So you have to like, oh man, God, this game is. I kept telling myself this game sucks while I was playing it, dude. Wow, it's bad, dude. It's really bad. You know, so I'm like, what is the mind game here? I feel like I must be missing something because, you know, like I showed in my video, it's possible for you to get the guy to like fall down a little bit, and they have that unique animation where they're sitting on their butt. So I'm like, is there something you can do when they sit on their butt? You know, I tried Arsene. I tried to see if you could throw. What else is different? And they're just, nothing was hitting differently by letting them fall like that. I'm like, what is good? Whose bright idea was this? This is so terrible. It's like, so you're punishing me for winning again, right? Like, oh man, dude, I don't know, dude. It just feels like an excuse. So any Jimmy can break the wall eventually, right? Any Jimmy's gonna be able to break the wall doing whatever combo they want to do. The combos seem very simple. You know, like everyone's gonna be able to do the quotation marks hardest combo. They're gonna make it hard to find anything good, actually like creative whatsoever, because, you know, man, it's just gonna be like, oh, this is his cool combo, like, oh, I could do this, it's gonna break the wall, and everyone's gonna feel like they still have a chance in the match because then they'll be given a second chance if the wall. I just like, what the fuck is the point of this game, dude? I just, wow, dude, so terribly disappointing. I think the music is awful. I just turned on ASMR. I can only hear someone singing in English so many times, dude. So I was like, the sound effects are okay at least, you know what I mean? But the music, I was like, okay, I can't hear this fucking dude singing anymore, dude. I just had to turn it off. You know, man, the game doesn't feel well. Like, I didn't put it in the combo. I did put like a forward kick link in the video I made real quick, but you know, you can do say like a stand slash with kind of forward kick and then link, but you get pushed away so fast you can barely do anything. You know, the game feels very predetermined and pre-contrived. I don't know what the fuck the developers were thinking. Like, oh, this game is actually going to be really advanced. Like, first they had that interview saying like, oh, we're trying to make it simple. Then they came out with the second interview like, oh no, it's going to be really advanced. You know, give it a chance. And just like, well, what is going on with this game, dude? What a fucking train wreck, man. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even feel like making this because what's the point of just? It just feels like such a. The game feels so bad. I actually don't know if I'm even gonna buy it now. That's how bad it feels like. I just mean I was like, this is so boring. Like this was like I was sick yesterday, so I was like, I didn't play that much. I was like, okay, you know, I'm not feeling that good. Let me give it a second chance today later while I play a little bit more. And you know what? I played it for a few minutes and I'm like, I'm already done. I don't want to play this, dude. You know? And again, it's not like I don't hate it's not like I hate a game for being more quotation marks simple. That doesn't bother me. Because from one perspective, if I look at this game, if I look at it like fundamentally as like in the grand scheme of fighting games, like how does it play defensive options, whatever, blah blah blah, offensive options. I guess in a way it's I'd probably enjoy playing it more than say Dragon Ball Fighter Z, but is that even a compliment? I mean, Dragon Ball Fighter Z is such a travesty in terms of fundamentally designed. It's not harder to be better than that, right? Like I saw it doesn't look like they appear that they edited for everything, but at least in this beta, it does appear that some moves do cause legitimate block stun in the air. So they fixed that a little bit. Like I said, I was glad that, you know, some certain things they brought back Shin Akuma, which is funny because now people are talking about Shin Akuma like they know what it is. And they're like, yeah, you can super jump and then air dash after it. And I'm like, dude, this just goes to show the community has no idea what the fuck they're talking about with video games, dude. Shin Akuma, you don't super jump. This shows that you couldn't fucking do it before because you can super jump to do it in newer games. And so I'd be like, it's like, oh yeah, you can Shin Akuma now with super jump. And I'm like, dude, no, that's not the fucking point, dude. The point was you could do it with a regular jump. Anyway, this goes for man. It's unbelievable. The community. I don't know where, dude. I keep thinking, where the fuck would Guilty Gear be without me? Man, so many motherfuckers don't even know what the fuck they're talking about in these video games, dude. Anyway, I know I saw some dude on 4chan trying to post like Clayton said he found jump canceling. Like I actually never said that, but fundamentally, a lot of fundamental knowledge about Guilty Gear would not be where it is without me, dude. Like man, dude, unbelievable. That Shin Akuma thing, people talking like they know what it is right now, is complete proof of that as well. But anyway, I don't know, dude. I feel like I would try this game though versus someone else if I had someone to play, because I do think, you know, as a game, it's probably better than Dragon Ball Fighter Z, maybe from a certain perspective. But goddamn, is it fucking boring, dude? What a fucking travesty, man. This game is so awful. I'm like, do I even want to play this? I'm like, this is so boring. What were they thinking, dude? Like at least Chip feels progressive, and like I said. But that's one of the things, like, I didn't even to play it to see that. Like, I saw Chip when they first showed him up. I'm like, oh, Chip kind of looks progressive. And I said that about Xrd as well. Chip feels kind of progressive even in that game, you know? In this game as well, I don't think, design-wise, he doesn't feel bad. Like, I mean, he's kind of interesting, right? But the game itself is just so boring in general. Just like, you know? And there is for what it's worth, on a positive thing, I do think, you know, because there's no perfect video game whatsoever. I've said this before. Lots of times when you look at video games, you just look at a video game and you look at it and you're like, oh, well, that game had my favorite version of that character. That game had my favorite version of this character, blah, blah, blah. That's why there's never really like a perfect game, I don't think. So I do think from one perspective, Strive is kind of interesting because Chip is so drastically, maybe quotation marks, different, such a new take on him. That's a potentially, for better or worse, a bright spot in the game. Maybe it's a bright shit spot in the game, maybe it's a bright good spot, but I think he has a progressive take on the potential idea for the character. You know, he doesn't have teleports, so he has all the ninja dash stuff that crosses up. I think it's interesting. I think there should be an EX chip. He has so many different kind of ideas of what the character could be by now, but whatever. That's a bright spot of the game, but you know, even say Kai's gimmick of the electrocuted, whatever they call it, shock state is what they're calling it in English, I guess. He's electrocuted, right? Like even that just feels like a gimmick to me, you know. I did try some of the stuff I talked about, some of the Shinakuma stuff, but it doesn't look like when you cancel an air dash though from a Shinakuma, it doesn't look like there's a way to cancel your recovery anymore, but it does keep the recovery. So some of the old Guilty Gear properties are still in there. You know, maybe if there's a better way to test this game, I'll try it again. But man, as it is, I don't even know if I'm gonna play again. I'm just so freaking bored, dude. Like, wow, I don't. It's just such it's a mess of a game, man. Like I'm telling you, like I posted, dude. Like I'm gonna be looking. Hopefully, Ramathal's good looking, so maybe I can like jack off to her or something, dude. Like I don't know what the fuck the purpose of the game is. It's sad. Like when I said, like my favorite thing about the game is that they put Shinakuma stuff back in. But then you know, it's kind of like that's kind of interesting because I like the idea of playing games, right? I only do combo video shit because I can do it, right? But the old Shinakuma stuff that's back in the game, more or less, you know what I mean? I think it's interesting because it's a fun way to play, although it is easier now, you know what I mean? But whatever the case, I don't know, dude. What do you want me to say, dude? I didn't even feel like getting on camera. I was so uninterested in this. It's a real letdown, dude. Like my penis basically has retrograded to like a child. If I didn't already shave, I've already have not gone through puberty. I don't know. I don't know what is the most negative thing I could say about this game, but it's actually worse than I thought, and I'm actually pretty. Maybe not worse than I thought. Maybe it's a. No, actually, maybe it's probably all the bad things I thought about it that could be almost. Yeah.